Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is a message from the Morrigan Reading using the Fairy Wicked Tarot, the Druid Plant Oracle, and the Druid Animal Oracle. I pulled out the cards for the reading, and I'm getting to be firm, have your boundaries, and be resilient so that you can move forward. It is going to be something that, in order for the major change to occur successfully, it's taking a lot of effort on your part and maybe a little in your environment. But I mainly see the focus is the things that are the things that you're doing. So I'll start with the Druid Plant Oracle. And I got Plantain. This is more of a stubborn plant that likes to stay firm and low to the ground. It's also quick acting too. So if there's some changes that are going on that you have to make some immediate decisions on, to use the discernment that you have and remember life experiences, so that in those instances in particular, you'll be able to navigate that area and be able to move forward. I see that there's gray clouds in the sky too. There's some things that you may not want to do. It seems like there's things that need to be done, but not something that's enjoyable. But you can see that it's sprouting, and overall it does seem like you're making good progress. I'm also getting alternate route too. This came in reverse. This is the Tree of Life, and it's a door opening card. It's one of the extra cards in the deck, and to clarify, that card is the Hazel Wand, and that would be the assistance from the Fae. And it looks like, since it's in reverse, that it could be that you might have to do something differently and even have new beginnings in a way where you've never done them before. And that would be the learning curve of it too. But I really see that it would be focusing on yourself. For the present, you have the 10 of Air, 10 of Swords, and with it being 10 in the deck, it'd be 1 through 10 for the minor arcana, and then it goes into court cards. So this would be the ending of a cycle, and of course it goes in a circle where it starts over. So you can do things differently another time, but this would be something that is an indication for you to be on your way. The underlying energy is the Chariot card, and I feel like it's the main card for the Morrigan in this deck. It's a powerful image on the card, and you can see that there's rays of light behind her. Now that could be some learning, or if you want to say enlightenment, that you experience along the way. But I also feel like it's things that you're leaving behind, but there's more yellow here, so it may be an indication that better things are coming as well. And another reason for why a doorway is an opening is because it's something that you've already gone through before, and maybe you've learned enough from that experience to propel you to move forward. If you have guides that are helping you in this way, they might not want you to go that route because it might not be as valuable as if you were to go somewhere else or trying something different. But it seems like there was something that was established in the past, and this is something that's a little bit different, but there's still remnants of what was there before. And saying that, you have the Six of Cups in the past, and that's a perfect card to have in the past because it could be some childhood memories too, or things that have occurred that are maybe linked to relationships. So I do get the feeling that this is linked to a relationship, but it's not the whole picture. There's a lot more that goes into it, and I feel like that's more of a small part of it. And the position for what you're thinking, or the mental position, is the World card. And that would be seeing the whole picture. And you have the Page of Pentacles. This could be a new opportunity for you. I feel like it could be linked to moving forward in your career. Maybe even wanting a different job, or going somewhere else, or there's a movement in this, and it's coming in pretty quickly. So with that, you have your card that's linked to your Chinese zodiac, and then you have one that's linked to your Western zodiac that's in the tarot cards. So with the hair, this is linked to cycles and balance and using discernment or your intuition to make it a successful journey for you. To be alert, to be swift, and this looks like new beginnings or like a birthing. And hairs are also associated with short cycles, so what you're going through now, it doesn't seem like it's an easy cycle for you. It's not going to be long at all. I'm not getting that it's going to last that long. This might be like a bump in the road. And then you'll have the sunrise. And a lot of these pictures have the Stonehenge represented in them. So it makes me think of time and being linked to different dimensions or different types of periods. There's a lot of lore associated with it, and if you want to think about Outlander, you can do that too. But it's more of a sacred, ominous site. that has mystery and is a place that holds a lot of secrets, but then it reveals a lot of secrets too. And just to say, in the further future, you have the moon, which is great because, again, your card came up, the hare, and the crescent's there, and then the full moon is here, and you're fully illuminated and kind of basking in the clarity that you have. And it seems clear, and it looks like something opened, something is apparent that you're supposed to be there at this time doing this thing with the environment that you have and how it benefits you and what it teaches you. You don't need to fight the struggle sometimes. You could work with it and see what is it trying to show you, or why is it there. So for the immediate future, I pulled out a couple of cards for that. It's the King of Wands, which is your card associated with your Western sign. But it was clarifying the reversed Knight of Pentacles. And I was thinking, why wouldn't, because it popped out reversed, and I'm not one to keep my cards upside down in my deck when I'm putting them together. It's making sure that everything's facing the same way. So it stands out when stuff comes out reversed. And it's a tough card to have reversed because the Knight of Pentacles, he's so dedicated to the cause or even to a person, and there's a source of groundedness and being firm. But it's also important to, when you're like the hare, to be swift and to be able to trick the enemy and go in zigzags and making sure that they don't catch you, because there's high prey in that. But the hare's given all of those traits so that it can live and it can thrive. So it is unusual for the Knight of Pentacles to be in that position, because that's the complete opposite of what he represents. And so the King of Wands is there to tell you to make sure that your boundaries are set, and to have clarity and to trust that your instincts are there for a reason, or you're feeling certain things. Then there were more extra cards that came out with that. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups that came out together. And it looks like it's being able to work on something or with someone, be with someone that speaks to you on that level. There is a type of newness with the page, because it's the page, knight, queen, and king. Those are the court cards in the minor arcana. And then the Eight of Pentacles is a working card. But with the Eight of Pentacles, it seems like it's something that's already familiar, because it comes from the Seven of Pentacles too. Well, Seven of Pentacles is before the Eight of Pentacles. and that could be trying to have a seed grow. But then the Eight of Pentacles kind of feels like it's an advancement or something that's already familiar, or maybe more of an adult seed. But so old with new. Then you have the Ten of Wands, and that's a heavy luggage or packing a lot of stuff and trying to move them forward. You don't need to take everything. You can take what's important. And it's the Nine of Swords that comes with that. That could be the way that it affects you mentally, because it's a lot to do, and I'm confident that it'll be worth it, because this is like a teetering card in the reading. It's the Lover's card in the Major Arcana, and the trees are together in a way, and they're facing each other, and they reflect each other's energy. There's consistency, there's balance, there's rootedness, there's growth, maturity, things that you would want in that type of relationship, in what you're looking for. Or it might be already there, or you don't have to look that much, because I feel like it's not completely like a new thing. Maybe a next phase or something more serious. But it was teeter-tottering. I feel like it's hard to uncover or to get. It's not something that's easy to maintain. And there's always a balance when you're in a relationship too. Then for your environment, you have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. And she puts up with harsh realities. She's someone that has experienced them, but she works with it. It could be somebody that hasn't had maybe the happiest life, but they keep going. It seems like a subdued energy, one where they're kind of like, if they're happy, they're truly happy. They're not one to be blindly happy. There's like an authenticity to it. Tends to represent older personalities too, or maybe like an old soul. Or you see like maybe sadness or stress that somebody has in their expression, but it's a strong character that keeps going. And for the hopes or fears, you have the Knight of Cups, and there's a couple of different archetypes that are here, or the court cards that are here. I feel like a lot of them come from you. I feel like maybe it could be another person too. but I'm getting that it's mainly for yourself, that this reading and why things are happening is for the betterment of your life, not really other people's lives. And there's a pureness to the Knight of Cups too. There's some things that, the Knight of Cups is kind of, he's a knight. He's not a king yet. He's kind of a little older and really values the things that he loves at that time. And with that, I would say to be flexible too. And again, your further future is the Moon card, in seeing everything for what it is and being happy with it. And the Queen of Swords, although she sees harsh realities of things, she works with the situation that she has, and she'll go above and beyond to exceed any expectation that she has for the situation or for herself. And then the last two cards we have are the Eight of Air and the Six of Pentacles. Seems like there's a lot of anxiety with this. But there are going to be compromises, but I feel like they're worth it in the end. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks.